What's up, guys? Welcome to more Datsun stuff. Like literally 10 minutes ago we put the engine in.
Yeah, we literally just uploaded the video and we're right back at it. We're going to try and get the engine as together as we possibly can without that pulley and get ready to get doing the suspension tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to be putting on turbochargers, hooking up the fuel system, mad plumbing. Building any custom engine is just all about plumbing. It's just so many tubes. So we're going to go handle these tubes, we're going to handle the transmission, and then tomorrow, like Devin said, we should be able to put that new coil-over suspension setup in. It's going to be awesome. We're pretty excited to have this car be what it should have been from the start.
Proof of concept.
On the rain and night, so loud and clear. What just felt your
Okay, so Devin's tapping holes. Well, it's day 2, by the way. I'm just kind of coming at everybody hard. Devin's tapping holes to get our new slave cylinder for the clutch working, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna pull apart the suspension because now that the engine's in the car, well, the transmission's going in, but by the time it comes off the jacks, we want it to be sitting on the coilover. So we should be able to get all of this done in just a few hours. The only thing that's going to take a little bit of time is just disassembling and reassembling the suspension, and these actually need to be cut and re-welded to the new ones, so get going on that. Okay, so all the suspension's out of the car, and it's interesting how the Datsun suspension works because they have spindle pins, and you'll see that the suspension is actually like the shock tube itself is connected to all this stuff. So you can't really buy coilovers that aren't weld-on for it unless it has, like, you know, all this attached to it. So what you do is you just cut this off and leave like 2.5 inches here. And then the new spring, the whole new setup actually just slips over that, and then you weld it at the bottom, and that's basically it. This is just slightly bigger than the diameter of the tube over there, and when you cut it, you just slip this on, and then this surface is welded, and this can just bolt right up to the car. You don't need to make sure this is any particular direction because this top part spins, so should be good to go.
No need for a mallet.
Look at that, Devin.
Yeah, that went on super smooth.
Looking like a regular dad from Home Depot.
Right, got my oversized shirt on, my cool little protective shades, which I can barely see through.
Alright, so there it is, guys. Focus camera. Look at that. Well, we haven't welded it, so like if we try to drive like this, it wouldn't work. But yeah, you get the idea. Pretty easy going from this to this. Now, this isn't by any means like the greatest suspension of all time, but it is going to give us a little bit more freedom with ride height and some adjustability, and it's going to let us put our wheels on it, which also aren't the greatest wheels of all time, but we're going for kind of like a who gives a fuck kind of good look, you know what I mean?
It's gonna look sweet and it's not gonna cost us a fortune.
Yeah, you'll understand when it's done. You'll get it. Alright, so Devin's gonna weld this up, and I'm gonna start installing these, and then I guess we'll check in when it's ready to go back down.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we worked on this pretty much all day, and well, we're gonna put the car down. You can already tell how much lower it's gonna be because there's no load on it, and it's way closer than it was before. We have all 4 corners installed, and we were gonna put the transmission in tonight as well because that would have been freaking sweet to have the suspension and the engine just waiting for Edis, the transmission in it, everything ready to go. But that's not how things work sometimes. I'm gonna pass the camera down to Devin, who's still under here. He's gonna show you guys what happened.
Well, it's happened before, not in the same situation, but you can see right there. Oh, there. We snapped a bolt on the flywheel, putting on the pressure plate, so we've learned in our past experience, we're not going to extract that ourselves. It's super cheap to just bring it to a machine shop. Guaranteed they'll get it out. So we're just going to pop this off and do that. It was happening with the torque wrench again, where I was like, I'm pretty sure this should be right about there. And then it did that stretchy bolt stuff where it got easier, and then the head just popped off. So lesson learned, I'm not going to mess with that torque wrench for light torque specs anymore. We'll get some better bolts for this, and we'll get that up probably tomorrow.
We're gonna put the car down though so we can see how low this is.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna drop her to the ground.
Well, the bag. Hopefully I can get that. Yeah.
Barely got the jack out of there, and the e-brake's not on.
Hey, it's lower than the front for once. It's actually about level, which it never has been before.
No, it's always been doing a wheelie.
So, we're not gonna adjust the height until we get the tires and the fenders in. It's pretty steady.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
It's fucking coming together.
Yeah. It'd be sweet if we could put it down with all the bottom end done, but shit happens.
Yeah, shit does happen. Okay. Alright, we're wrapping this one up. This took all day, and it took all day, so.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Guys, that is going to wrap this one up. It's kind of like the Porsche when we did the 30-day thing. We are just working on this every day, trying to hit that deadline, trying to get both cars to actually work at the same time. Funny thing about that is that pump didn't solve. If you watched a few videos back, you would have known that the Porsche turbo is leaking. The pump didn't fix that, so I guess the next step is to rebuild it. It's a Garrett turbo. It still spins. It still builds boost. I don't know. Maybe something just happened with the piston rings or something like that. So
yeah, we'll take that apart soon and try and get that all sorted out. But
so we're doing that, and we're doing this, and we're just waiting on wheels. And next week the EDIS components come back in, so we should be able to fire it up and see if the new ignition system works. See how the new turbo feels. First time with a ball bearing turbo in this. I'm gonna tune for E85, which that's easy to do. I'll show you that too. You just add like 30% more fuel, and then you can do like 2 degrees more timing or whatever. So it's gonna make a lot more power this time around, and it's on way better suspension. It's pretty pumped. It's like completely different. It's V2. It really is. It's 240Z V2. Devin's gonna pick a winner for this video's giveaway. If you guys are not familiar with the channel, we give away products from boostedshades.com every single video. That's also the best way to support us, guys. To make sure that these builds keep happening, head on over to boostedshades.com, see what we have to offer.
this video's winner is Dus Evox.
Alright, you can hit us up at Evox or Evo X.
There's no
Whatever.
space.
You can hit us up at Teamboosted at boostedshades.com or through any of our social media platforms. We will get back to you and ship you your prize. If you guys want to win, if you're new here, all you got to do is like, you got to be subscribed, and you leave a comment. Any comment will do. You can also answer the question that we ask at the end of the video. This video's question is, how much boost do you think this car would run before it blows up? I think the weakest point, we're gonna go straight to 30 pounds. That's what we're gonna do. I'm pretty sure in stock form they can handle that. I mean, they don't flow that much, so you don't get that much power, but ours does. We have a ported everything, so we should be able to flow 30 psi. The weak point of our engine is it's got stock head bolts. It doesn't have head studs, which it should have for anything over that. So I think the head would lift off and coolant would go everywhere before it blows up. But yeah, you could just comment what boost pressure do you think would kill this engine.
Leave that down below, and as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.